Oh, wow. We already know the real estate market is nuts. In the past few years, you have seen where prices increase faster than wages. You have seen where affordability keeps going lower. No matter where you live in the nation, some housing markets have seen 12, 16, and even 20% plus increases 1 year over year. Now, you may say, okay, well, that's enough. But wait, there's more. Here's where things go from absolutely crazy to absurd. Building material costs keep going up with supply chain issues. Inflation is making everything cost more. Everyday stuff keeps getting more and more expensive, and you need more and more cash in order to buy it. Now, housing is costing more. Houses are costing more. Federal government is backing loans up to $1 million now, guys. $1 million. With a move like that, do you think prices are going to go down? Probably not. So this year, 18% of the homes that were sold to investors. Now, investors have been building an empire of income-producing properties and taking advantage of rising home prices and rental rates. With inflation continuing, big companies, retirement funds, investment corporations all have one thing in common. Their ultimate goal is to scoop up as many affordable homes as they possibly can and rent them out. Now, others don't really even see what's going on. They may not even be aware of what's happening right before their own eyes. But if you can harness the housing market and make it work for you, that's when you win. That's if you watch this all the way to the end. Now, if you want to buy a house, you want to buy a condo, you want to buy an income-producing property, I've got some news for you. Many believe the housing prices are actually even going to get more expensive. So if this is your first time here, welcome aboard. My name is Jerry Pincus. I've been investing in real estate for 36 years. I bought condos, houses, land, rental properties, and this channel is all about helping you make smart decisions. So you can put yourself into a position to build wealth, invest smartly, save money, and maybe one day even retire at the beach. So if that's your goal, if that's what you like, you're in the right place. So go ahead and smash that like button for the algorithm of YouTube. So it only takes a second, it costs you absolutely nothing, and you are going to be rewarded with super helpful videos just like this. So let's talk about the future of the housing market, what you can do about it right now so you can get ahead with whatever happens. Now, before you roll your eyes and start playing ukulele versions of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, listen to this. Affordable housing is not affordable. You've seen it, even starter houses are selling for more than an average salary could afford, plus they're selling in an hour or two with multiple offers. So low interest rates that we currently enjoy have caused many who've been sitting on the sidelines to jump in. And they're taking advantage of locking in for 30 years. But I'm going to tell you something, and you've heard it too. The negative Nellies have been telling us for years about a real estate crash or a real estate bubble. Now, they said we're going to have this huge foreclosure wave. Have you seen any foreclosures? No. Now, the reason is those houses were bought for here. And now they are worth here. They're not underwater. They actually sold for more money than the owners, and they didn't get foreclosed on. They actually put money in their pocket. Naysayers say we're going to have another meltdown like 2007. Really? The difference between 2007 and versus today is mortgages that everyone had. There was no money down. First and second mortgages with balloon payments. And then after the introductory rate, the mortgage payments would go up. Banks back then didn't care if you could make payments. They just said, hey, do you want a loan? So that was a train wreck ready to happen. They were like, if you can't make your payments, then you're going to get foreclosures. And all of them hitting the market at the same time, which makes prices go down. Then what happened is builders stopped building houses, and some of them even went out of business. Yet the population continued to grow. Now you see what's happening today. Buyers have to prove that they've got good income, that you got good credit, you got savings, you got a 5% or a 20% down payment in order just to qualify. Now today, Banks also have higher standards, higher hurdles to qualify for a loan. Today, you need more credit worthiness, higher credit scores, more money down, more time on the job. And this is just in order to qualify. So today's loans are nothing like they were in 2007. See, there's a huge difference between no money down, interest only payments back then and now, right? Okay, I'm going to give you some pointers here. Number one, today we have a supply and demand issue. There's just not enough houses being built compared to the number of homes that are needed in the US. So the population continues to increase. It's not going down. We see this. But the number of houses being built in the last 15 years has actually decreased based on the demand. Number two, material shortages. You seen store shelves? Have you seen things that you can't find anymore? Material shortages are making prices go up. The things are going up. It's not just building materials, it's everything. What have you bought in the last year that went down in price, right? Number three, 1, 2, 3. Skilled labor. Think about this. Plumbers know how to plumb. Electricians know how to do electric. Roofers know all about roofs. Framers know how to frame and build. You just can't grab somebody off the street and say, hey, build me a house, guys. You know, what happens when we have a shortage of people? You can only build so many houses at a time. The skill of the skilled laborer is not there to build enough houses. So it's another thing that's happening. Number four. Zoning and permit restrictions. Now, we've seen this in a lot of different places, especially permit restrictions. Certain counties in the nation are limiting the number of houses that they're allowed to be built. If you go to California, you can't get a single family permit. You can get multiple family, so a duplex, a triplex, that kind of thing. You just can't build single families. So it's not just there, but zoning is also limiting the number of houses and where they're being built. Number 5, low interest rates. We've seen this, have driven more people to lock in long-term because they're at historic lows and buy a house. They're investing it, they're leveraging their money that they had, that little nest egg, and they're leveraging it and getting it into something that can potentially increase in value. Number 6, baby boomers, retirement age. Guys, they're buying second homes, income producing properties. They're at their peak earning years. They want to live, they're living longer, so they need this income. The second homes, they're enjoying themselves more. This COVID stuff has really gotten people to, they're not traveling, but they're buying second homes, income producing properties, maybe using it a little bit themselves, beach houses, condos, mountains. It's happening. Number 7, many are worried about rising inflation rates, and I've said this before. And they see low interest rates, this is the point, as a real estate being the hedge against inflation. So, all of this is the reason that housing will not go down. It's going to continue to rise. I know it's crazy. I know you don't want to hear the truth, but it is what it is. If we could build more houses to meet the demand, prices would go down. But that's just not happening. Think about the game of musical chairs when you were a kid. You'd walk around, music's playing, it's great. There's only so many chairs, but everybody's got to grab a seat. Music stops. Somebody's standing, right? So it's kind of like that. There just aren't enough. And if you've been out there looking, you can see that the inventory levels are low. The truth of the housing market is real estate and homes are the foundation and the largest source of wealth for most Americans. Here's an interesting fact for you. Did you know that 90% of the world's self-made millionaires created their wealth in real estate? Now, you know, they started with nothing. They went slowly. They bought over time, and they lifted themselves up. They weren't flipping houses, okay? They weren't doing crazy things. Slow progress over time. I can guarantee you something. Somebody who's watching this right now, you didn't grow up rich in a rich family, and somebody that's watching this right now is going to become a millionaire, and somebody may even become a billionaire. But I want to share with you a common thread. It's not a secret. It's just watch. You just watch what people are doing. Wealthy get wealthy not by saving money, okay? But by investing money. They're leveraging the money that they have. Okay, so if you think about this, you can't save your way to wealth. because what's happening is inflation is going to knock it down. You got to increase the value of the dollars that you have. True wealth is made not through earning, not through buying real estate courses, it's by taking action. If you save money versus investing money, you can only save so much. You need that interest, that compound. You need something behind you with a wind in your sail that's bringing you up to the next level. That's investing. If you are saving, inflation, your dollar is actually going down each year. You know, if it was worth $1 this year, your purchasing power of that is worth 95 cents or 90 cents, and it keeps on going lower. So you need more dollars to get to buying the same things. Does that make sense? So, number 2, investing in things that cash flow, and I'm not talking about the get rich quick, I'm talking about long term. No gamble, just conservative investments in real estate, get the tax write-offs, the cash flow. That's what the wealthy do. Just watch what's going on. Number 3, invest in assets that appreciate over time. Now think about this. There are assets out there today that are available and will appreciate over time. Some may even be in your backyard, some in your neighborhood. But you don't have to own a sports team or an oil well or own a social media company. You don't have to be a Elon Musk or a Mark Zuckerberg or, there's everyday people out there that are getting ahead. But some at the same time are getting ahead, others are falling behind. It's a tough choice, but it's only by taking action. Or is it about talking about it? You see? Because every year that goes past that you don't take action gets further behind. I'm going to say this twice, so I think it's very important, is the seemingly insignificant things that you do on a daily basis are what have brought us to where we are today. I'm going to say it again. The seemingly insignificant things that we do on a daily basis have brought us to where we are today. We were born somewhere. We may not be living there. A lot of things have happened in between, but think about it. How did you get to where you are? It was a lot of different things happened. Now, life is about choices. So some people prefer to spend all that they get, have fun, partying, and that's great. But they have nothing to show for it. They did have a good time. If more fun and buying stuff and getting in debt and burning your credit sounds fun, okay. But what do you have later down the road? Others will maintain good credit scores, save a little, invest it, then save a little bit more, invest it, and then look back and say, we got all this cash flowing month after month. Aren't we going to have a good time? Or we can lay back and relax where others can't. Now, you see, that's what I'm telling you. I'm going to give you a couple examples here. Here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, my real estate team helped a husband and wife purchase a freshly renovated condo. It's just within walking distance to the beach. The owners rented it out for the next 24 months. So now they get to sit back and let somebody else pay for their mortgage. Does that sound like fun? Probably. Could be a good time, right? Especially when that money's flowing. My team has also helped a lady buy a beach house here. And the gross rental income, now again, I'm not talking about a cheap beach house. Beach houses are not cheap. But the gross rental income on that property was $110,000 a year in income. Do you see? So I know that you've been doing your research. And I say research. It means the internet. The best course of action is getting the right deal. But buy only if you have an intention on holding on to it for 7 years or more. If you're looking to flip properties or you're looking to get out real quick and make a quick buck, don't do it. No buy and flip. Lock in at a 30-year mortgage. It doesn't matter what it is, but if you lock into a 30-year mortgage, you're locking into a certain rate and you're looking long-term. And no matter what, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and subscribe, please. It's your time to come up. It's your time to shine. I want you to comment below. Let me know what your plan is, what you plan on doing. I really want to know. And wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's Jerry with Jerry Pincus Real Estate Experts. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Again, I really like doing these for you. Go ahead, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Take care.